BFF Report. I'm your host, Mike B, aka Phony, and today we're going to be talking about the Duke Nukems, plural. That's right, we're going to be taking this game, which all of you guys have probably read reviews on, and then we're going to be looking at how it compares to this game, because this game was awesome. Let's take a look. By now, I'm sure a lot of you guys have heard me talk about gaming back in the 90s, right? Head-to-head, modem-to-modem, we'd actually dial the number of the person that you were going to play, right? We didn't have issues like, oh my gosh, anonymous hackers are taking down your computer networks for months at a time. We didn't have those kind of problems back then. We had probably three big problems. The first problem, call waiting. *70. If you didn't put *70 in front of the number that you were dialing, guess what? Some random person you haven't talked to in forever, or some random family member or whatever that wants to call at like 11:30 at night for whatever stupid reason and talk to mom, dad, or you or whatever, they're going to call right in the middle of you getting into a major crazy fight or having your army spread out all over the place and you're totally dominating these guys. That's when they're going to call. The second problem, and this is probably a little specific to just me, is that my mom had a phone in her room that had a light that would kick on anytime any phone in the house was off the hook. And somehow my mom would see that light in her sleep, wake up, pick up the phone and say, Mikey, go to bed, and then hang up. The problem is that she would do it even when I wasn't talking to girls. Like she didn't want me talking to girls all night. That was the thing, because I'd be laying there in bed in the corner, I'd be like, nah, you hang up. Nah, you hang up. Nah, baby, you hang up. But no, I'm playing video games and mom would pick up the phone and she'd be like, you shouldn't be up so late, and then hang up the phone. I could hear it on the modem. I'm ready to kick on and it would say something and then the modem would be like, oh, lost connection. And then I'd lose. My huge army in Command and Conquer would be dead and disconnected because mom picked up the phone. Anyways, what you're looking at here is eDuke, and I'm so happy that this exists. It costs like $5. It is exactly like the original, has a couple of bonuses of widescreen. It actually runs on today's computers. That's kind of a bonus. I'm glad that this exists because now I'm able to show you guys exactly what I'm talking about when I talk, when I make references to the old game. I have it all right here in front of me, and I used to play the crap out of this. And one thing I loved about the level design, let's look at level design here because I'm flying through this thing right now, right? I could have sat here and spent 6.5, 7 minutes going through and getting everything, or I could finish it in 34 just like I did. That was the beauty of games like this back in the day. If I wanted to be a completionist, I could, or I could just do a time trial thing and just finish things as fast as I wanted. Unfortunately, Duke Nukem Forever does not have this. When you finish a level, it just says loading the next level and it gives you some stupid tip at the bottom and then the next level loads. And it's all very linear. I mean, you can't race through a level when you're halfway through, you gotta stop and listen to some dialogue going on between a couple of guys. It doesn't work out that way, right? Okay, so let's just sum up this whole argument with no single player scoreboards. No problem. Well, here's something I couldn't do before. I could draw a giant dick. No, but really, then I get praised for it.
I mean, I don't understand any of it, but I bet if I did, that guy over there would still have his arm.
And then I walk outside and replay the last level on the original Duke Nukem 3D, the stadium.
It's good.
I gotta say, it does look a little bit better than the original.
You son of a bitch. Game over.
Then, of course, you find out that it's really you playing Duke Nukem who's playing Duke Nukem while your Duke Nukem is getting a upper thigh massage by these two twins. I mean, what a great way to kick off a game, right? So if you're not running around aimlessly just blowing things up all over the place just because it's fun, then what are you doing? Oh, that's right, there's story now. You are actually following a timeline of things that are occurring and the plot that is unfolding before you. It's not that great. I mean, here's the story. The aliens are back. The Gov says, hey, you shouldn't get involved because, you know what, things aren't the way they used to be. And besides, these guys seem kind of cool. They're all chilling over at the burger place, right? Oh, look at that. Suddenly everything starts blowing up and things are going crazy. Wow, didn't see that coming. Of course, it's a garbage story. It's Duke Nukem, right? But I'm looking for something to counterbalance the things that are missing from Duke Nukem 3D. By now, you guys have probably already heard that Duke Nukem is getting old and he can only carry 2 weapons at a time. Unfortunately, this is an issue that's going to plague console gamers and any game that's released on PC and console because I guess there's only 25 buttons on a controller. It's clearly not enough to be able to cycle through a ton of weapons. That sucks. Sorry, PC guys. You guys just have to deal with the future of gaming, which is only 2 weapons at a time. What can I say? But the one thing that you guys probably didn't hear is that you could only carry 4 pipe bombs and 4 trip mines at any given time. That is a deal breaker right there. Let me show you how awesome it is to be able to throw down, I don't know, like 25 different pipe bombs and then set them all off at once. See what I'm saying? And what about trip mines, right? I mean, like, who didn't do this? When you had unlimited, who didn't do this? all that setup was worth it. Let me go ahead and just run you through some of the experiences that I've had so far while playing Duke Nukem Forever for the past several days. The vehicle stuff is awesome. I actually really enjoyed driving around as Mini Duke in the little remote control car. I thought that was great. I was all over the place. It was fun, right? You were stomping toes, okay? You were flattening guys by jumping off of ramps. This is probably the best part outside of multiplayer of this game, honestly. Sadly, I should say. But then they go and cap it off with some stupid puzzle. I don't mind puzzles, okay? I don't mind if a puzzle's in a game for me to solve, to make something happen. I just don't like it when it's stupid. Look I have to jump off this couch and somehow reach up there and hit that button that's glowing, okay? So I do it the first thing that comes to mind, which is I'm gonna bounce off this couch, get a running start, and jump over and hit it. And I should have been able to hit the X button and activate this button. But that's not how they want you to do it. They want you to go grab this thing and slide it over, push it over, then go jump on all this stuff. Now I can hit the button, now the game. They should just let me hit the damn button and then just reward me for just doing it better than how they had anticipated. Now, I know some of you guys are probably like, Phony, you have to have puzzles like that in a game. It's just the way it is. Yeah, I get that. But how about let's not put in the puzzles that are just assholes, okay? So, for example, we have this fence that I push the button and the fence doesn't open. Okay, no problem. Let's follow this wire. It goes to this generator. The generator's not running. Okay, I have to figure out how to turn this generator on. Okay, no problem. I'm gonna go inside of this construction trailer or whatever, climb in through the top, shoot my way through a window, land inside of it. There's the button. I hit the button. I now trigger a sequence of all kinds of craziness, gunfire and all kinds of things happening everywhere. There's rockets and lasers and stuff flying, aliens and stuff. I have tons of ammo in here, thank God, and I'm just basically holding the fort. And I just try to turn on the generator, guys. That's it. Okay, no, this is action, right? This is good action. And then they come and they tip it over and they dump me out, right? And I fight a couple more, whatever. I go over to the fence and I hit the button. What happened? You gotta be kidding me. Dude, oh my, wow.
Dude, we've got your green power armor over here and ready to go.
Power armor is for pussies.
Multiplayer is the best part of Duke Nukem Forever, and even that is just alright. There are a handful of gameplay types, but I only got to check out Team Deathmatch and Capture the Babe. Pretty obvious that is. I mean, just looking at the maps themselves, it just didn't seem like there was a whole lot of time put into them, because and you know what, it felt like I was playing a map that was ported over from Unreal Tournament. It just didn't quite have what I would expect to see in today. I mean, you play a Modern Warfare 2 map, Black Ops, or any current map that was released in the past 5 years, there's a stark difference in just the layout and design itself. Now, the gameplay, it didn't quite feel as tight as it could have been. It could have been latency, but I just felt like there were times when I just wasn't even shooting in that guy's direction, and I killed him anyways, or vice versa. As a matter of fact, every time I die, it's obviously because of lag. But to compare it one last time to Duke Nukem 3D, it just didn't quite feel as tight as it could have been, right? And I'm not talking about lag. I mean, like, just controllers, the way that you're moving around, the way things respond, nothing quite felt like it was really responsive. But bear in mind, I am comparing a controller to keyboard and mouse. So the PC users out there, you guys might have a different experience. But I've played enough first-person shooters on the Xbox to know what good gameplay feels like. A little disappointed, but at the same time, E-Duke, $5. I mean, I'm playing the crap out of that thing, and I think that's probably where I went wrong, right? Maybe I shouldn't have played E-Duke, the old school Duke Nukem 3D, before actually turning around and playing Duke Nukem Forever. That was probably, you know what, that's probably the reason why, yeah, that's probably why right there. It's just fresh in my mind. It's like when people read books, right? And then they go see a movie and they're like, wow, man, the book was so much better. That's kind of what just happened. Anyways, hit me up at aka Mike B on Twitter or on Facebook. Let me know if you guys have figured out how to do multiplayer on Duke Nukem anywhere yet, and if you have, not the new one, the old one. And if you have figured it out, I could just Google it, I suppose. But let me know, comments below, at aka Mike B, Facebook, all that good stuff. I'll see you guys later. Bye.